Morning.
Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning, chaps.
What do you think of Jane, Ricky? Do you agree with Jane?
Do you know what, guys? I'll be honest. I haven't even slept the last 12 hours. I'm trying to process what Tottenham are as a club. It's just pure, utter negligence on every level, from Daniel Levy, ENIC, and the hierarchy at Spurs to have been put in the position that many of us dreaded, really, because everybody knew the optics about Tottenham going in for Eberechi Eze and the fact there was long-standing interest from Arsenal that dated back to really the start of the window. So for Tottenham to go in for Eberechi Eze and have a free run at him for a minimum of a week to not get it done, and then for Arsenal to come in very, very late and in the space of 2 hours have a direct agreement with Crystal Palace. We understand they obviously had an agreement with Eze previous to that. Just the whole thing from a Tottenham perspective, guys, is utterly, utterly shambolic, especially on the back of a high-profile further transfer that failed in the summer in Morgan Gibbs-White.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, guys, I don't really know how this is recoverable.
I can hear it in your voice, mate.
Honestly, guys, honestly, with Daniel Levy and ENIC, I really struggle to see how they can continue. I don't understand there's a path forward for them, guys. I really don't.
Yeah, did you have any inkling that this could happen? Did anyone say to you, Ricky, that he might go to Arsenal? I hadn't heard that.
Listen, I'll be honest with you, we've been very lucky in the course of this summer on Last One Spurs to have a number of high-profile journalists come onto the show, and many of them obviously knew the fact that the optics were very difficult for Tottenham to go back in for Eberechi Eze because of the interest there from Arsenal. And Tottenham, you felt, had to be 100% confident that Arsenal were not going to be in the picture for Tottenham to be able to go there and do a deal for Eze. And the fact is that we know Arsenal have accelerated their interest following that injury to Kai Havertz. But what says it all is that Tottenham have known for the last 4 weeks, James Maddison has got an injury that's going to most likely rule him out to the end of the season. So Tottenham are aware of that. They've known that. They've moved, obviously, for Gibbs-White in that particular deal. For whatever reason, they weren't able to get that over the line. You then look at the Eze deal, where they've spent now over 7 days. Daniel Levy's been in negotiations with Steve Parish. And it feels with Daniel Levy, any time this man enters negotiations, it feels like it's a war. It's always a war about, can we save money in relation to add-ons, in relation to bonuses?
Well, also, Ricky, I don't want to upset the apple cart here, but Gabby makes a good point earlier when he says Richarlison, who started the season well, he gets a mention that he could be going the other. He could be going the other way. How does he feel this morning?
It just feels, in the latter stages of this deal, there was utter panic from Tottenham in trying to do whatever it was possible to try and get this deal over the line. And now what you've got is not only have they missed out on Eze, they've now also, from Richarlison's perspective, got a player there thinking, what does his future look like? How, this whole thing is utterly shambolic. And all I can say for the hundreds of millions of Spurs supporters out there that listen to talkSPORT is that we have got obviously a fan group in Change for Spurs that are campaigning for real, genuine change at the football club. And I fail to see any reason now why fans should not be looking to get behind that fan group to try and support a real, genuine change at the football club, because we've had 25 years of Daniel Levy and ENIC at the helm. And if I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is the latest in a stage of a number of big embarrassments. And I have to be honest and say to you, this is probably the most humiliating I've felt as a Tottenham fan.
But doesn't it show
that, go through this?
Ricky, doesn't it show there's a pecking order? And we've had fun with Newcastle that there is a pecking order now, and the players would rather join Arsenal than Spurs.
But Gabs, we've allowed us to be in that position.
Yes.
We've had a week of a free run at Eberechi Eze.
True.
And not only have we failed to get a deal done, we've allowed Arsenal to come in and in the space of 2 hours have club-to-club talks with Crystal Palace and get this deal done. Honestly, there is no excuses whatsoever. Tottenham had a free run at this deal. They haven't got it done. And I just look at it now with, 10, 11 days to go. Everybody knows that Tottenham have got money to spend on a number 10. Everybody knows now that the prices are going to inflate. The quality pool is getting smaller. And Spurs are being looked at as a laughingstock once again. And the optics of this is absolutely horrendous. However you dress this up, this is an utterly shambolic, pure negligent case that lies right at the door of Daniel Levy and ENIC, and I just don't see any way forward for this board under this football club. When you see the way this has played out, it is shameful.
Ricky, I've got to break there. Ricky,
spot on, Ricky.
I can tell in your voice how disappointed you are.